So they teach you in AP Lang that to really connect to a broad audience, you have to somehow establish credibility. Now, as a high school kid making a food drive homeroom video, trying to be funny in front of 1,500 kids I don't really know, how would I do that? Why didn't the coroner donate to our food drive? Because we only accept non-perishable food items. What do frogs eat in France? French flies. Do you want to learn calculus at Verona? I think I know a guy. How did the amateur get into the orchestra? He pulled a few strings. What did one elevator say to another? Nothing. Elevators don't talk. What's the spiciest type of storm? A typhoon. And last but not least, was last year's food drive homeroom video humorous? You tell me. Welcome to the 2012 food drive homeroom video. So this year's food drive theme is Hunger Doesn't Take a Vacation. Which is true, hunger is a problem year-round. However, us students, we do take a vacation every summer. So the food drive this year is going to be summer themed. And I thought to myself, what better way to organize this video than to go over my summer bucket list. Now, if you don't know what a bucket list is, it's essentially a list of things you want to do in your life before you die. Like skydiving, own a Porsche, start a family. Now a summer bucket list, it's essentially the same thing, only a little bit less depressing. It's a list of things you want to do before your summer ends. Like having a fun day at the lake, reading a good book, going on a vacation. So what you saw just a minute ago is not completely random. One of the things on my summer bucket list this year was learn to juggle. And you know what? I did it. Oh, come on, stop. Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. That was just one item on my summer bucket list. Another one was brush up on my history. You know, I've taken psych the last year. Gotta stay frosty, sharp, you know? Why, hello there, children. My name is Professor Gertis, and I'm a local historian here at the Upper LMC, and I'll be giving you a brief outline of the history of the Verona Area High School food drive today. We've been having a food drive here at VHS for over 15 years. That's older than some of you viewers out there. Who knew? Now, if you've never heard of the NBC 15 Share Your Holidays food campaign, it's basically a contest to see what group or organization can donate the most food. Now, that campaign was built around our food drive, and every year that it's been established, we have won. Except for last year. Last year, while we still donated by far the most sheer pounds of food, when it comes down to the ratio of number of meals donated per student, we lost. Who did we lose to, might you ask? Marston High School. We donated just about 14 meals per student, and they donated over 30. That's right. We need to step it up. I mean, I'm just gonna say it, like, that's not good. We should not lose a contest that was built around our food drive. I mean, who wants to see the Verona Wildcats lose to the Marston? I don't even know what their mascot is. That's something we certainly need to step up. And speaking of stepping up, how about all you guys in your second hour classes step up to the food drive assembly in the PAC October 18th. I'm not one for spreading rumors, but I heard there will be cookies there for anyone who attends, so, you know, put on the puppy eyes for your second hour teacher, see if you can persuade them to come on down. And speaking of teachers, there's actually a teacher dress-up contest, and the theme is vacation theme. So whoever can dress their second hour teacher up with the best vacation theme would win. And I understand the returning champion is Mr. Hong with his Super Mario costume from last year, so we will see if Mr. Hong can hang on to that championship belt. I mean, of course, it's not actually a belt, it's all figurative. However, while there may not be a belt, there is a spirit stick. And I mean, once you get this stick, there's lots of spirit you can express with it. But can Mr. Hong hang on to that pride? That is the question. The more you know. Moving right along, of course,
One question we get a lot at the food drive is, can I donate items that are in glass jars? Or can I donate perishable items? Well, perfect. That coincides with another item on my summer bucket list. Number 8, learn interpretive dance. So I'm going to answer that question in the form of interpretive dance. So to answer the question, no, we do not accept perishable items or items in glass jars. Wildcat dance team better watch out. There's a new sheriff in town. Pew, pew. So the next item on my summer bucket list is go out on a date. Hey Bailey, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Hey Kayleen, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Hey Britta, you want to go on a date with me?
I don't date boys who wear togas. Sorry.
Hey Chandler, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Hey Mackenzie, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Hey Demi, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Okay. Hey Katie, you want to go on a date with me?
No.
Time after time. If I was myself, I wouldn't cry. Be strong. Be strong, Austin. Well, since I couldn't get any dates, with the generosity of my heart, I'm going to give dates to all of you at VHS. But really, get out your planners because we got some calendar dates to go over. Hashtag, see what I did there? Dates, calendar dates. Anybody? So for the most part, collections are going to be on Fridays this year, except for the very first one, or week 1. It's going to be on Thursday, October 25th, because we actually don't have school that Friday. Woo! Just kidding, I love school. But the 1-point item for that week is going to be ramen noodles. The 2-point item is going to be mac and cheese. And if you haven't heard my rant about regular mac and cheese versus shaped mac and cheese, shaped is way better. For everyone, doesn't matter what age you are, buy shaped mac and cheese. In my book, that's worth 2.5 points. Except for the food drive, it's still only worth 2, but buy a shaped mac and cheese. The 3-point item for week number 1 is going to be 1-dish meals, so that's like your hamburger helper, other 1-dish meals. I probably should have planned this out before I said it. And the kicker, the 4-point item for week 1 is going to be pancake mix and syrup. And that segues us into week number 2, where the 1-point item is going to be toothpaste. The 2-point item is going to be tuna. The 3-point item is going to be canned tomato products, so like diced, whole, or stewed tomatoes in a can. And the 4-point item is going to be cereal. Week 2 is Friday, November 2nd for the collection day. So bring all your week 2 food in before then. Week number 3 is November 9th. The 1-point item is soap bars. The 2-point item is soup, but please, no tomato. The food pantry has enough tomato soup. Trust me. And the 3-point item is oatmeal for week 3. And the 4-point item is peanut butter and jelly. Moving on to week number 4, which is November 16th. So there's one more page in the old planner. The 1-point item is going to be pudding/jello.
Do me a favor, look down. Now look back up again. Were you expecting the scene to change like it does on the Old Spice commercials? Probably not. Now ladies, do me a favor. Look to your left, now look to your right. Statistics say you should have seen a male classmate next to you. Was his hairstyle as good as mine? I don't think so. Now look down. Now look back up again. Were you expecting me to be holding a bottle of Old Spice? Probably not, but if so, that means you're a mind reader, and you can predict that the 2-point item for week number 4 is shampoo, such as Old Spice. Not body wash, but shampoo.
Just to clarify again, the 2-point item, in case you didn't pick it up from that, is shampoo. And yes, Old Spice does make shampoo. The 3-point item would be canned fruit. And the 4-point item is spaghetti sauce and pasta. Perfecto. Week number 5 is November 30th. A little break there between weeks 4 and 5 for you smart cookies out there. But the 1-point item is going to be ramen noodles again. The 2-point item is going to be hamburger helper. The 3-point item, this one's actually different, is going to be bagged rice. And the 4-point item is canned veggies / beans. Week 6 is December 7th. And all food is 2 points. Including, of course, shaped mac and cheese.
Whoa, time lapse. It appears I'm at a different point in the video right now. And it's worth mentioning that we actually forgot to put cooking oil in the list of items we're collecting. So any week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, that you bring in cooking oil, it's worth points. The big kahuna. Cooking oil. The food pantry really needs it, so if you could bring in cooking oil, that would be stupendous.
So there you have it. Those are the foods we're actually collecting. Now, one thing I do want to address real quick is, while competition is great, the real goal here is to help the community. On week 1, for example, you could figure out the ratio of dollars to points and find out, if you buy ramen in bulk, you could get the most points. But, I mean, if we all just donate ramen to the food pantry, yes, that's great. It's not better than donating nothing, but they're really looking for a variety, so we can feed everybody that needs to access the food pantry, including those with dietary restrictions and so on. So make sure you're not just trying to win, but you're also trying to help the community. So let's say you really want to donate to the food drive out of the kindness of your heart, but maybe money's a little tight, or you can't get to the grocery store before the next collection day. What are some things you could do? Well, you could do a supermarket sweep, which is where you stand outside the grocery store. I just said maybe you couldn't get there, but let's say you could just get outside the grocery store and not actually go in. Maybe you're banned from going inside. Maybe there's a little incident in aisle 3, if you know what I'm saying. So what it is in all seriousness is you stand outside and you hand out flyers to people going in, and you very politely ask them, like, hey, listen, my second hour class is in a food drive and we're trying to find these items. And then, you wait for them to do their shopping, and then maybe they'll come bring you some food. Or you can do a neighborhood sweep, which is you go around when it works for you, and you go to maybe a few neighbors, you drop off a empty grocery bag at their house with one of the sheets that we give you. You attach little letters saying like, hey, my name's Austin, really cool guy, and I'm doing a food drive at my local high school. We're looking to get some food. Can you help us out? I'll be back at this time to pick it up. And if they're real cool guys too, they'll put in some food, and then hey, easy points for your second hour class. But anyway, moving right along on my summer bucket list for this past summer, the next item on the list was obtain swag. Check mark. I'm just kidding, of course. I've had swag since long before this summer. So there you go. That's about all there is to know about the food drive for this year. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns regarding the content of this video, or just the food drive itself, you can contact me or any of the other directors, or you can contact Miss Wen, the teacher advising the food drive this year. Just a couple disclaimers really quick. No animals were hurt or harmed at all in the making of this film. I do not own any of the music. So if you look at the clock, there's a little bit of time left in the second hour homeroom. So now is when your second hour class is going to get together and you're going to discuss if you want to participate in the food drive. Yes, you do. You can discuss who's going to bring in what. You can discuss if anyone's going to do a supermarket sweep, a neighborhood sweep, so on, if you're going to go to the assembly. So this has been an Austin Gertis production, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Stadler?
Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much.